time over the football. 1 minute to go here in the first. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Looking down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
Set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. LSU quick to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the gun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires one high and deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, LSU! A great catch and run for 6.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They were backed up in their own end. Now a bit of a change of sceneries there across the 35. First and 10 from the 36. On the ground, it's Frazier. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia going up tempo. Going to swing it on second down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab deep. Finds some room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Air the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Sends it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. All by himself down the middle.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got it back on second and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And that one's incomplete. Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Picked off. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Unloads it left. It's caught. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. To the air. It's Stockton. Got his man on the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
The catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the...
It's a seam wide open. Slippery slide. Find his way and lead away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Time to take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find it.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Final play of the quarter coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Alabama facing fourth down as we open play here in the second quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Miller with the ball. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Simpson. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bell. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Stockton. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking to throw at Simpson. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
That's caught. It's Adams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Motion from the back. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab quickly for the first down. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball, make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment.